Hey Wonders, this is Arlo, the producer of your favorite podcast. In this episode 119 of the Wondering Dutchmen, the boys have a very entertaining episode for you. They'll delve into a series of topics including Sychronicity, what they would do after serving a lengthy prison sentence, their opinions on video games, and then after the brief pause for the cause, they'll continue with topics such as fishing, geeking out on a subject, and what their perfect summer would look like. The episode concludes with your favorite segment, the Merkley & Sons Choice Cuts Questions of the Week. And this episode is brought to you by Velpen Disposal. Spring is here, and you know what that means. Time to get rid of all the junk you've accumulated since last spring cleaning. Welcome in Velpen Trucking and Disposal, your full-service, locally owned and operated waste hauling and disposal company. Velpen has family-owned and operated since 1999. They take pride in providing high-quality services for their customers. For your spring cleaning project, Velpen Trucking and Disposal can bring a roll-off container to fit your needs. Velpen's roll-off container sizes include 20, 30, and 40 cubic yards. Contact our friends at Velpen today at 812-354-3280 to learn more about their services and to get started with your spring cleaning project.
The Wondering Dutchmen Podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from
Smokers Lounge.
Here we go.
Back at it again.
Here we go. Go.
Episode 19.
Hey, a big thank you to our friends at Velpen Disposal.
That's right.
Bringing us in and sponsoring today's podcast. We
That's right.
appreciate it. Chops and all the boys. Spring training. I got baseball on my mind. I got baseball on my mind.
That's fine. Yeah, spring training. Here it goes. Here we go. Spring cleaning.
Though.
That's right.
Call our friends there at Velpen. Mace, you clean out your garage quite often.
Yeah, several times in the spring, in the summer, in the fall, in the winter.
Yeah, and
pretty much.
And
all
I
the
just
time.
had him up. For
Yeah,
a roll off there.
That's right.
So
Yeah. We've had them up. I've had a roll off. My dad's had a roll off. It's easy. Give them a call.
We got regular service dumpster out here.
Yep.
They come twice a month.
Yeah.
I appreciate that because Mason and I have been dumping our trash out there when we come to record.
I saw, but I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Hey, Arlo, good read there, buddy.
Nice work, buddy.
Yeah, first time there.
Stepping out of your comfort zone.
Well, we really want our producer to be a part of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what it takes. So, go ahead. I mean, how's the week? How's everything going?
So Evelyn wrapped up basketball.
Are you okay? I know.
No, I still got one left.
okay.
It's not officially over yet.
I was
Easing off, though. We're easing them off.
So the girls' basketball is officially over, but guess what?
What's that?
talk to us.
Saturday.
Saturday.
What is Saturday's date, Arlo? March the 5th?
4th.
4th?
5th or 4th.
Skills Day. Huntingburg girls softball.
Oh,
It's time to strap up the cleats, lace them up, get the gloves broke in, get them bats hot, boys and girls. It's time for softball season.
yeah.
We're doing Skills Day, and guess who's coaching?
Are you coaching?
Justine.
No.
Yours.
Yours truly.
It's a hell of a mustache for coaching.
Oh boy. I'm taking the helm of a 8U girls softball squad.
Good for you.
And I have no expectation other than complete and utter domination.
Hey, whoa. Pump the brakes. At that age, it's about having fun.
No, it's
teaching
not.
them the game.
How many people you see have fun when they lose?
Yeah. We keep scoring at you. And the catcher wears shin guards and a chest protector and a helmet.
I tell you what,
Yeah,
I need shin guards
participation-
about anywhere. I got real sensitive shins.
Look
Look at these things. They're on camera today.
Oh, don't
Yeah,
blind them.
baby.
Don't blind them.
Participation trophies are over, boys. It's time to dominate. But other than that, Maxie's got one more basketball tournament left, and then he'll get to get the old glove out and start getting ready for baseball. But other than that, boys, I can feel the cusp of spring in the air.
It's upon us. There is no doubt. It's upon us.
I went fishing on Wednesday.
Easy. Save a little surprise for the crew here.
Just for a little bit.
Just a wet line.
Yeah, just in between off work and picking up the kids from religion just a little bit.
My oldest has probably been 6 times. He fished through the winter. Didn't catch a damn thing, but he just likes to fish that much.
Yeah, and I don't blame him.
He's a good kid.
So,
He's a good boy.
Smoke, what do you got?
Good boy.
Well, last weekend I had that long week I was bitching about, and then we went home and butchered. So we got full freezers here on the hill.
Yeah, that's good.
So got a few briskets back. I got one from last year yet that we got to get going. So hopefully one of these episodes I'll just take a half day from work or something and maybe get a brisket going.
We're going to need more than a half day.
Well, a whole day. I'm fine. You
That's
talk
fine.
me into
Me
it.
too.
Other
We'll
than
just burn one.
baseball starting, basketball still going. I bought some new handlebars for the old motor scooter.
Oh, boy.
Fired it up tonight before everybody got here just to be sure the
That's
old
the
girl
first thing
was-
I said when I walked in. I was like, "Did you start your motorcycle today?" And he just got this big old like giddy girly smile. Like, yeah,
Hey,
sure did.
By the way, I got a little news for you guys.
Uh-oh.
So
Don't you
I
dare.
am signed up this summer to take the Indiana bait course.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
the A-bait class.
and get my license.
Good deal,
Good
buddy.
deal.
Good deal.
I've been looking at it, and I just said, maybe this is me trying to put that out into reality. If my wife would quit hitting objects in the roadway with our vehicles, because she's 2 for 3 right now.
Oh boy.
Hall of Fame numbers. Maybe there could, be something soon. But
Yeah.
if not, great content this summer with all 4 of us riding on your 2 guys' bikes.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
And especially Arlo's because his is really set up for passengers.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. So I had met. I love, like, you can tell where this show is kind of growing, and you're starting to have people out and about. Some fans of the program, and I'll give him a shout out because he said he listens. A friend of yours and Jenna's, Dustin Harris.
Yeah.
Dustin works for a certain company that works in the golf realm, and that was just announced this week that
Yeah.
the resort's going to be hosting the United Leasing Corn Ferry Tour Championship. So Dustin and his crew work on that. But
I cannot wait.
It's going to be great.
I cannot
It's
wait.
going to be great.
Just to learn how that whole world works.
Oh, it's amazing.
Like, and what all goes into that.
A lot of work.
When I was a kid growing up, my dad religiously watched the Masters.
Yeah.
And like anytime.
Right
like,
around the corner.
We had Golf Network as a child, and like Greg Norman.
Yeah.
I loved Greg Norman just because he had the shark. He was
Yeah.
the shark guy.
Yeah.
And then obviously one of my all-time idols, holy shit, I am
John Daly.
John freaking Daly.
I was like,
I knew
there was no lights on.
I knew David and I,
Yeah.
we are soulmates.
Yeah.
Probably
Overweight Diet Coke cigarettes.
Probably sisters in a previous life,
Yeah.
me and
I
David
bet
here.
so.
That's cute.
But yeah, so John Daly and all of those VJ Singh, like
Yeah.
all the old timers, and I just watching golf on TV is a struggle sometimes.
It's
But in my older age, I absolutely
a good slow
I
down.
love it.
It's a good slow down.
I love it.
Yeah, so Dustin, I think, actually, talked to us about the 20. Now, the resort's going to host the 2024, but there may be an opportunity for us to catch a little of the 2023 action. So you guys better dust off your
You bet your
polo
butt.
shirts, and we're going to head on down. But, shout out to Dustin. Enjoyed dinner last
Yeah.
night and getting to know your crew a little bit more. And then Jason Haycox was out to the property to do a little looking around for his business
boy.
there at Silo Ridge, and he said, love it. You guys are great. You're hilarious. Everybody loves smoke for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what they have against us.
Well, I mean, I do. I said it.
So, but other than that, life is good. The kids are good. Rep Man is snoozing pretty well. And so baseball season, I mean, you get this warm weather and you get some of these nice
The
days.
smell of
And
fresh
hard to
onions.
Stay at
Oh.
work when it's nice outside.
You're exactly right. So,
Arlo, what you got going on?
Were you done?
Way to cut him off. You did that last week.
No. I am so used to it now. We had a conversation out on 1025. I was pulling in, and it just It's not just on camera, folks. It happens in real life, and it's okay because I love him for it. Hey, pat him on the side for me. I love it.
I think I did say not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but
a million times.
You're
Arlo,
okay.
what do you got, buddy? I'll turn my time over to you.
Man, I appreciate that. No, I have. No, I also started my motorcycle up today, so it felt good.
Yeah.
I didn't do any stable, or I don't know if you fuel treat yours over the winter.
no.
It didn't seem like
I just
needed
run it down low.
Yeah, so started that baby up. That felt good, and kind of got the little bit of the bug to do that.
Yeah.
But went to a Kentucky basketball game yesterday.
oh, how
And
horrible was that?
Oh, that was interesting.
Yeah, I saw you sitting down there by Coach Cal.
Did you have the most teeth out of everybody in the building?
Whoa! Shots fired.
Hey,
Kentucky is
The
like
large pointed at you,
No,
Teddy Hoops.
so-
One was pointed at you, Teddy Hoops.
I was having fun with my brother-in-law because I was like, they lost, and I was like, I thought you guys were good. I was having a lot of fun with that, but it brought up a great question:
Oh,
why doesn't IU play UK anymore?
because UK's scared shitless of getting beat.
Well,
Again.
but I think I think they ran that series for a while, and I think it may be coming back. I think they may be coming back to that. I don't know for sure, but I thought they had renegotiated to do that because I think sometimes they played it maybe at a neutral site, maybe in Indianapolis, or maybe one of the other side. I don't remember how it all kind of where they were going to play. I don't think they wanted to do.
that sounds lame.
Jesus,
We beat them at
You got to cut that yawning shit
yeah,
out.
that
I know.
yawn.
Wow. Where'd that come from? That was like beer 4 yawn here.
Yeah.
It is.
But so I think they're
3
I think
o'clock in
they're
the
bringing
morning.
it back because that TV money is too good for all of them to
Well,
pass up.
and it just seems like it would make sense to
Yeah.
have that competition because
it's probably one of the biggest rivalries.
He forgot
and
to say, I don't mean to cut you off here, but that's go ahead.
Oh, boy.
He just went for it. He
It
didn't
is
even ask.
probably, don't you agree? That's probably one of the biggest rivalries in other than Indiana Purdue, like in our
basketball,
area.
yeah. But I mean, I think of Ohio State, Michigan,
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, Auburn. Although Andy McHugh would say otherwise because Auburn hasn't been relevant. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
Florida,
Damn
Georgia.
Eagle.
Yeah, Florida, Georgia.
Harley Honda. It's a pretty big rivalry.
Harley
You guys
and
are
Honda
talking-
are not rivals.
Sure they are.
No, they are not.
You're right, they're not
we're
even
gonna
in the
have to have
same
a
league.
segment about
Harley
this,
and
'cause
Indian. Harley and Indian.
Harley and Indian is a rivalry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
so.
there's too many Goldwing guys out there. You can't tell me they're not a rivalry.
I think it's we all ought
Gold
to get
wings are
gold
like
wings.
yeah, no, they're like
We all ought to
all
find
the
some
bells
like
and whistles.
late '90s gold wings, and we'll all get matching.
I think
ones.
me and Smoke should have a motorcycle segment at one point this summer, spring, to kick us off.
Certainly.
we could really talk.
Do you
shop.
want to go on the spring thaw ride with us in April?
Is
Ooh.
it off road or is it on road?
It's on road.
Oh man,
Not your
I
thing.
kind of like off road stuff, but I'll go.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm
can-
in. I'm
You
in.
would. Good God.
Okay.
Only if you'll race me on a closed course circuit, but you know what I mean. Like,
Faux show.
Only
you-
if
hey,
you'll
do you think
race
do you
me.
think, do you think you're faster?
I'm just gonna.
I don't even know what you have.
I'm just gonna.
Pan America, 150 horse.
He's got one of them damn hard-sided aluminum
Enduro.
boxes BMW looking Harley bikes.
Really?
It's not a real Harley. Is that what you're going to say?
No.
I was very intrigued by this.
Harley Davidson. Is that where you're going with this?
I
Sounds
was
like
really
he's heard
intrigued
that
with those when
before.
they came out.
We'll,
Hey,
have to,
Dave.
we'll have to talk about this sometime. That'll be good.
Hey, is it time?
Oh, I don't know. Is Arlo done?
Yeah, are you done?
No,
Not to cut you off or
Well,
anything, but Dave,
you don't get to pick when you're
I'm-
done.
I'm
either.
Dave,
good.
let her rip.
All right, let's just go ahead and jump into hour one here. Okay, looking for the right insurance coverage to protect yourself and your loved ones? Look no further than Krieg Insurance.
Hey, our buddy Matt Krieg.
Where owner Matt Krieg specializes in health and life insurance products tailored to your specific needs. At Krieg's Insurance, Matt doesn't just sell policies, he builds lasting relationships with his clients. He'll be there for you when you need him most, whether that's helping you navigate a complex claims process or simply answering your insurance questions. With his personalized approach, you can rest assured that you're getting the coverage that's right for you. He offers a wide range of insurance products to fit every budget, from basic coverage to comprehensive plans that provide greater peace of mind. So why wait? Give our buddy Matt a call today and see what Krieg Insurance can do for you. Protect yourself and your loved ones with the right insurance coverage and trust Krieg Insurance to be there for you every step of the way. Don't forget to mention that the Wondering Dutchman sent you.
Oh yeah. The ADD is strong on that one tonight.
David Smoker, I love you. My first topic tonight, boys, is called synchronicity.
I'm out.
Do you even know what that means?
Not a clue.
Well, in the statistical world, it's when you think that things are related, but because it just seems like they should be. But
I don't
really
know.
Do you know what it means?
Yes.
Okay. I thought maybe you were asking this question to ask
Arlo,
us.
are you on the internet?
I am.
Okay. Google the actual definition of synchronicity. So my version. So I used to listen to that late night alternative media talk show.
Oh, Miss Cleo. Call me now for your free tarot readings.
No, call me now for your free tarot readings.
What
now.
happened to psychics? God dang, that's
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Or do you need to talk about?
Let
your
me do
late
mine first. So synchronicity in my world thinks it's like almost coincidence, but like if you're thinking about something and then it happens, or if you're talking about something and then like be damned if it happens, or if you're like or like you everybody talks about like when I first bought my Chevy Tahoe, like I never used to see them.
Oh, did you see him
and then now like I just see every Tahoe on
I
the
don't
road.
think that's synchronicity.
What is synchronicity, Arlo?
The definition is the simultaneous occurrence of events which appear significantly related but have no discernible
Causal
Yep, you're right. Thank you.
statistics.
You're my guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
My bad.
What? Where in the hell did this come from in your brain?
Okay, so here's the deal.
Causal connection.
I
Appreciate that.
this is why I need to write more shit down. The first one was, so I was going to pick up the kids from religion the other day.
Okay.
And there was a contractor that was putting some concrete down on the street.
Did you stop to help?
I stopped to talk.
That's not surprising.
Because it was in the same general area of the church pickup line.
So it was a turf war.
No, well, I mean, kind of, because he
slinging
was
concrete in your
Boy,
neck of
you
the
ain't
woods.
pouring that concrete good enough.
Yeah, he was kind of stepping on our toes there a little bit
Son of a-
because he was doing some sidewalk work, and he knows damn good and well that's our work. But anyway, he was telling me about a situation amongst two water providers fighting over some stuff. And I said, yeah, sometimes that can get hairy amongst different water providers in different areas. And I brought up on our road how our neighbor has different water
From Holland.
from what we have.
Yeah.
And I said, that's crazy because like on our road, we all have St. Henry water.
I love St. Henry water.
Yeah.
And then there's one house on our road that has Holland water.
Makes no sense.
None, other than the fact that his house was there first, and that's how that all shook out. Like that's the only reason.
Does he have a Holland address and you don't or anything? Or
No,
like a
we
different
no,
zip code?
no,
it's
we
all
all same.
Okay,
But
okay.
the crazy thing is his meter pit's his meter is all the way on the other side of the highway, like almost, I mean, quarter of a mile. So it's a private line.
Wonder who put that in there. Sounds like something my neighbor been responsible for.
Well, it could have been.
Just running across from.
But as I was telling this contractor about my neighbor's water line and his issues with that being a private line that far, guess who drove down the damn road?
The neighbor.
The neighbor. Right there.
Yeah, it's not synchronicity.
How do you think?
That's just a coincidence.
What do you mean?
You know, we don't get into very many topics that I don't think we're qualified to talk about, but this may be one of them where I don't know that we could pretend this.
What do you? How's that not synchronicity?
I mean, is there? Hey, will you, Arlo? Would you look up if synchronicity and coincidence are the same?
Synchronicity is that the two circumstances. A causal relationship means that they play off of each other, and that one caused the other. Or one can't exist without the other one. Coincidence is just
Obviously, my story. If I'll just say if Hornet didn't exist, then his waterline story wouldn't have existed.
Sure, it would because somebody else would live in the house.
No. That's wrong.
Okay, before you guys fight, let me tell you. So it's defined as. So hold on. We've all had it happen. A series of signs or events too thought-provoking or emotionally touching to just be coincidence. This amazing phenomenon is called synchronicity.
Boom.
So here's I got.
So I am right.
No,
Just
no,
say
hold
it.
on. No, but here's I got a story for you.
God. Say it.
Never mind. Go ahead.
No.
Arlo.
I want to hear your story. Please help me not feel like an idiot for bringing this up.
Well,
Because it happens to me a lot. I think that's the reason why I put it on there.
so like
Because I switched my topic.
so when we got, I'm going to throw this way back to when we got
Way in the way back.
confirmed, or one of the things you do as a Catholic along the way. And I feel bad. Not confirmation. We were younger. Maybe
First communion?
no, not first communion,
after
but when the
confirmation.
confession thing.
Oh, yeah.
When you do-
Act of
Your first act of whatever it is.
contrition.
But I can remember it had been raining all that day. And then when we had to go line up outside, the sun came out, cleared up for us to be outside. And then for that little bit of time we were outside, and then we rolled in. That would be synchronicity. So it's God, our event there, and cut off the rain for us to be outside.
Kind of
and
like
then go
whenever
in.
you have a buddy or a family member or somebody like that that's kind of like a contrary old fart, or like they kind of had a sense of humor in real life, and then like when they pass away, and it may be like a beautiful day outside, and then when it's time to go to the gravesite and put them in the ground, it just absolutely comes a effing toad strangler. And then they're like, hey, old so-and-so got the last laugh, didn't he?
Yeah, but that
You
would
know?
be, wouldn't that be? And that the way?
I don't know.
I don't think we know.
So, what about like you ever like numerology? You ever buy into that? Like how numbers, like different numbers, can
like deeper meanings of numbers.
Yeah.
Like to a yeah. I've not delved into it too far to.
like
Right,
a one
speak
is
to it.
more than a one?
Well, no, like like 3 is the magic number. Like for everything.
Man, I feel like a total flop on this episode.
Yeah,
this
'cause
this
raise
is
hell, go
not
Dell.
this is not a good way to start the episode.
No, it's a fine way to start the episode.
You sure?
I think you're doing great.
I'm having bad thoughts about
Well,
it.
we just move on quick. That's the beauty of podcasting.
Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, I wish that there would be more input. Like, I really think, do you know what that means? And obviously, I'm the only one that did. So.
Well, I think the answer to your question is no, we don't. And no, we don't have any stories. And maybe what would really help is when we do these show notes that you would maybe put a little bit more detail or explanation. So when the rest of us read it, we could be like,
Well,
oh,
now
that's
hold on.
what-
To your point,
That's the
we
beauty
could have
of it.
responded, "Nope," in a text message before the show.
yeah, and we didn't.
Yeah,
because we just
I
never
don't know.
what you have
So,
going on.
other than the Hornet story, there was something else that jumped out at me, but I completely lost it because I didn't write it down. Totally didn't write it down.
Yeah, that's a tough spot.
Maybe that's part of what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe that's the synchronicity of it.
Yeah.
Hey, Wanderers, maybe we can save this topic. You online, comment below if you've had an issue of synchronicity.
I'll yeah.
I bet there's some
never
stories
heard,
there.
I have never heard of this. I don't have a big vocabulary. I'm kind of a simpleton kind of guy, so I don't,
Not
I don't even know
true.
what this
Arlo,
is.
not true, but
I'll revert back to my original one before I changed it. Do people that ride bicycles actually think that they own the road?
No. I've actually been one of those bicycle riders.
And I know this is going to hit home close to you too.
I
Because
think that they do think they have
No.
and they
I
totally
never did.
do.
I respect the rules
No,
of the
they-
road.
Bullshit.
They do not.
If
I have
a guy,
a road bike hanging in my garage. I've done it.
I don't care if you have 15 road bikes hanging in your garage. If you could have, if eye contact alone could give you the middle finger or like say F you any more directly than what I received from an elderly man. I wouldn't say elderly. He was an old fart riding a road bike, and he had like the spandex and the jersey and the 7 water bottles strapped to
Yeah,
his.
he's out training, man.
Yeah, he's
he's got confidence.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he blew the stop sign.
Oh, you gotta.
I
You
mean,
gotta
he,
stop.
No, he didn't. He
Your
did
eyes
not.
rolled.
He freaking run that son of a bitch
You don't
clear
stop
than-
at stop signs if you're on a
No,
bike.
no. I'm just.
We're laughing about the confidence part because my family used to give me shit about wearing the tight pants,
Oh, it was,
but it definitely helps you.
Definitely
and
helps.
I'm proud. I'll stand there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember, Casey, you were training for that try, and you rode
down and off, and
yeah, you rode a lot of bike and stuff,
Yeah.
and you did ride a bike in college, but did you ever
Wear tights?
wear tights?
All the
Oh, yeah,
time.
he did.
I look good.
He
in
looks
Did you
damn
put shorts
good in
over
there.
the top of them? Or did you just rock them?
I went all out.
Moose
Yeah.
knuckle.
How do you think I ended up with
Great
3
moose
kids?
Knuckle on point.
How do you think I ended up with 3 kids coming
Yeah.
home after a ride like
Got
that
a
in them
hell of
shorts?
a can on him here, boys. But what I'm saying is they like going in between traffic. Like if you're in a double lane, you got a turn lane and a straight lane and
Don't
a turn
get me
lane.
into the turn lane.
Yeah, and here comes this dude on a bicycle. Even though the light's red, he's just going to zip on up through the between you, right in there between you. You know, and I just want to freaking sling my door open.
Hell yeah.
I just want to sling it open.
Man, I was out in California
Eat
once.
shit. Wham!
And these fellers were cutting lanes with their motor scooters.
Yeah.
And I
It's legal.
started
It's legal.
It's not.
I don't get
In
it.
California,
It
it
is in
is.
California. I didn't know it, but I was extending the power mirrors of that Duramax trying to take that mother lover out. But he was faster than my mirrors were.
And you would rather the motorcyclist not split lanes, take up more lanes in traffic, so that you are later than you already are. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
He was
Oh
behind me. He
boy!
was
Yeah.
But
behind
here,
me.
back
Here's
to
what
this
I-
bicycle thing.
What I would
Casey,
say
go
when
ahead.
I rode was I was very aware of the traffic around me.
Yeah.
Now, if I came up to a 4-way stop and there was nobody there, I'm rolling through.
Well, obviously, I
If
do that
I'm-
in my
if,
car.
like there was a car that
Exactly.
if there was a car that was coming and like I was getting close, I would intentionally slow down so that they could roll through. But a lot of times, like what you have, like at Strategy You Hate, where those people are waiting, a lot of that is because people don't pay attention to people on bicycles.
Yeah.
So you move up to the front so you're not stuck between the minivan and the Tahoe, and then the minivan behind you is not paying attention and guns it because she sees the Tahoe move out front, and then you get ran over.
Yeah.
But I never was one to like cause a problem when I rode because
You obeyed traffic laws.
I shared it. I shared the road, but there are some people that, you know, just think
That don't.
that don't, but I think I don't know. It just did it. I mean,
Or they ride in the middle of the lane. That
stupid.
burns me
That's
up.
stupid.
That burns
Yeah, I
me up.
agree.
They ride in the middle of the lane on a double yellow where it's the slowest, most gradual hill, but it's still unsafe to go around. But they just F your eyes out by riding to where you can't go around
Yeah,
them.
those people suck.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
but don't paint with such a broad brush.
Yeah, I agree with that also.
Broad brush. I'm not painting with a broad
Well, you did.
brush.
You said, did he not say all bicycle
You
riders?
did. You put us all in a category.
All?
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yes.
Most.
That's synchronicity.
Nope. Still not synchronous.
All right.
All right, Captain. Let's see what you got.
So I was listening to
But this was a good one.
another
I'll give it to him.
podcast, very famous, #1 sports podcast in the world. PFT commenter and Dan Big Cat Cats. Pardon my take; those guys are pretty funny. Enjoy it. But they were talking about one of them was it was like a side comment. Was like, you know, like what would you do after a lengthy prison sentence? And I was driving to work and I was sitting there and I was like, what in the hell would I do after I just got out of the prison
Joint.
I just
after a
read
long
this
time?
one.
And so like I was thinking about it and I was like,
Out of the joint.
so here's the first question. Like, I guess does time determine what you would want to do? Like if let's say you did a nickel, that's 5 years. That's that's 5 years, nickel, 5. Would it be different versus you did a dime, which 10 years or a quarter? You know, I don't even know if that's true, but they just say it on TV.
I think this is just usually made for making marijuana transactions. Nickels, dimes, quarters, eighths, stuff like that.
yeah, kilos.
That's
Kilos get you in
cocaine.
trouble.
That's cocaine.
Grams.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You got to say allegedly. So, Big Mace, what would be your first thing after you got out of the prison? Lengthy.
Well, I could only imagine that I would probably lose my. Well, I don't know. It would depend if I am I married before I go in or no?
Your life right now as is, and you go in that way.
Oh shit! The
You
warden.
kicked the door open and you got busted for voluntary manslaughter because you killed the guy. But there you go. On your bicycle rider, you just flipped the door.
That's what it was.
Very intentional act, but you didn't intend to kill him. But
Like I just wanted to poke a little fun by throwing a stick in his spoke, and it just turns out he flipped off the Golden Gate Bridge.
yes.
And I'm going to the joint for 20 years.
Well, I mean, 10 would have sufficed. 20 is okay if that's what you want to do.
10 years.
I imagine the children of that guy wouldn't think 10 would be sufficient.
No, probably
So
not.
anyway,
Or if they're big fans of Big Daddy, they find it hilarious.
regardless of all other external stimuli, I'm doing 15 years in the joint, and I'm going in as a 36-year-old. What's that, Rain Man? How old am I?
51.
So I'm 51 years old coming out.
I think you're thinking way more in depth than this than what I did.
Well, I'm just trying to think situationally.
That's how you got to think if you're going to be going.
I know for a fact that the warden,
She ain't sticking around.
no way, dude.
She's out.
No way. Out of here.
You're sending child support home for making them.
Yeah.
Is that conjugal visits?
I don't think they do them in Indiana.
Conjugal?
Yeah.
Can you request?
You can do visits, but I don't think they do.
Can you request a prison that's not in Indiana that does do
I don't
those?
think
You
you get
do
to
the
pick your
crime in
prison.
Indiana, you do the time in Indiana. Federal is different. But yeah.
How do you get on that list?
The federal, well, you do a crime in, like, let's say one state, and then it carries over to another state. Usually, like the big ones, like wiretapping or not, wire fraud, embezzlement. Sometimes that catches across state lines.
So, like, if I'm driving across,
Will you just answer the question?
The bridge in Owensboro.
yeah, like if I'm going across
Yeah.
the Blue Bridge
You
and some
stuck-
What
dude
if you're
drives
right
by,
in the middle of the bridge?
you stuck
Well,
it
but
in
it's
here.
already
the
Kentucky
dividing
when you
line.
get on the bridge.
Oh,
Because down there, because
He's on the
Ellis
ramp.
Park is technically
in Kentucky. Yeah.
Although if you look at a map, it shows it in the middle of the Ohio.
God. I know I don't know. Like the first thing you would do when you get out of prison,
Yeah.
I got a lot of dirty thoughts. But I would probably go find my wife and smack her on the butt or something if she still would give me the time of day. And then other than that, I would probably go find a cheeseburger, like a decent meal. And then maybe, I don't know, take a shit without having to look over my shoulder.
See, that
I really don't know.
So that leads into it. The only thing I could think of is I would want to take a freaking shower
Yeah, dude.
where you could take as long as you want,
And you could drop the soap.
hot water, and not worry about Bubba Ray coming in from behind to say hi.
really?
That would be the first thing I would do.
See, I read this as what's the first thing you do if you got to do a lengthy prison stay, and I think you just got to set yourself up in prison where you ain't got to worry about it.
Oh, no, that's not what it
said
says.
Complete a lengthy prison sentence. What is the first thing you're doing when you get out?
And I'm just saying that I'm not going to be in prison to where I got to worry about it. You got to set yourself up to where.
See, Dave, that's not how we play this game. We are content creators.
Yeah, this.
Okay, at any rate, so I don't have to worry about anything you guys said because if I'm in prison, I'm not worried about looking over my shoulder. Someone else is doing it. Like there's somebody else to look over my shoulder.
Okay, but other than that, though, it clearly
depends.
states.
Right, okay, so when I get out, I guess, it depends on if I still have a wife that's talking to me.
Yes.
But I don't know. I feel like if I was already in prison for 15 years, someone else is going to hire me, and I would use that 15 years trying to figure out a way, less than legal ways to make money when I got out to get back on top again. And I would jump right into that.
No, well, it's a damn good thing there.
Yeah, they do say you go in and you can become a better criminal, so maybe that works out.
Lucrative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arlo,
Looking
you
for
have
opportunity.
any thoughts on this?
I mean, nothing too crazy. I don't know. I'm kind of with you on the food.
Yeah.
You know, probably. I don't have a wife, so I'd probably get on Tinder. That seems like it'd be a layup.
That's kind of what I was doing without incriminating myself.
Yeah.
I was going to say that without my wife like locking the doors and
Your wife doesn't listen to the show.
I know she doesn't, but somebody's going to say, "Hey, you're never going to guess what Zach said. He's going to go out whoremongering after he gets out of 10 years in prison."
Yeah.
In a hypothetical,
As a 51-year-old man.
that's kind of like where somebody has a dream that their spouse cheated, and then you're like,
Oh, I was so pissed. I've done that. Me. I have had a dream where that has happened, and I got so pissed off. And she's like, I don't even understand why you're mad. It was a God blessed dream. And I was like, well, it was pretty freaking vivid. It was pretty freaking vivid,
Oh,
That's just a really good topic. Like,
well, because it made me think, and that's what we all wonder here.
Yeah. Like
it's the tagline
on one of my favorite movies of all time,
Shawshank
Redemption.
Shawshank.
Andy.
Oh, Andy Dufresne.
My dear friend Andy. San Juantaneo.
Yeah.
They got a boat. And then
well, you want to know what also sparked this other like why. So one of the Manson followers that turned Charles Manson, for those
Chucky?
one of the
Charlie?
followers that turned state's evidence for the trial that convicted all of them died this week.
Oh, right.
So then I started looking to see who was alive.
Did she ever say anything like right before she croaked about it? Like that's what I look for.
No, because then I went and watched like a Larry King interview. Larry King. Yeah, Larry King live.
Yeah. He's a creepy looking old bastard. You ever watch him when we were kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I mean, this was in the 90s, and he still lived into the 2000s. But it was weird because it just was interesting. So I looked up. Charlie's been gone since 2017.
Not like too terribly wrong.
But the other three that were convicted for are still in. And so when this, because one of the ladies, the Susan Atkins, died in prison. I think she had brain cancer. And then there's another one of them that has now been like the longest serving female inmate in the California Department of Corrections, and it's like 50 years.
Holy shit.
Like, can you think of it? None of us here are 50.
No.
Like, she's spent that long.
She's been in jail longer than we've been alive.
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Yeah.
By 20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's nutty.
Yeah. So that's what spurned some, and then it just,
I listened to a lot of
synchronicity.
I listened to a lot of podcasts back in the day about like them cult crimes and shit like that. Charlie Manson, all that stuff, dude. Like that.
What a wild time.
What a wild cat. What a wild cat. Like all them early interviews that he did, like after his incarceration, when he still had that long ass hair and that shitty looking beard and carved a swastika in his forehead and shit. Like that dude was nuts, man.
What gave that away?
He never killed anybody.
We could debate some of that. I mean, I guess
Go ahead.
Technically speaking, he did not pull the trigger.
Amen. That's what I'm saying.
There's been a lot of people.
Hey, what do you get? You know what I mean? Yeah.
So, boy.
I don't know, man. That's crazy shit back in them times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoke, what you got?
Well, for some reason or another, I was thinking about video games earlier this week.
You gonna start
I feel
playing
like
more?
well, I try to lots.
Oh, okay.
I feel like our generation, I guess I'm a couple years older than you, but same generation. Like,
what generation are we?
No, it's somewhere. We're still the one that everybody bitches about.
Are we Gen Z?
No, we're still millennials. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we are.
We're all millennials here. But, like when I was 8 or 9, I think that's when Super Nintendo was a big thing. So there's lots of people I know my age that are big video gamers, I guess, gamers.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
And I just never could get into them. And I thought, man, I'm never going to have my kids running around there just playing them damn video games.
They play them.
They do. And my middle boy plays them all the time. He still loves to go outside and, play baseball and stuff. He'd rather do that, but he plays a lot of video games. And I guess I can't even be mad about it. I think that probably could lend more to a career path than any athletics could.
Your face looking at Arlo right now.
He's trying not to
what
make
in
this.
the hell is going on back there with that cotton picking microphone?
He's getting comfortable.
Put a pop knot on your head.
He did
like
say he was a
bowl
little
full of
tired.
cherry. Yeah, he is.
Arlo
Leaning
said he's
back.
been putting in some work.
Yeah. Good for him.
Putting in the hours.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
I absolutely suck ass at playing video games. Everything.
Is it the ADD or the hand-eye coordination?
It's ADD. I cannot get into one. Like, I'm like,
No,
this is going to be awesome.
no.
And 20 minutes in, I'm like, yep, I need to do something else.
Drink a beer. I'm locked in. Like, I can play them. I have beaten several games in my past, like on easy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like I think when I first, so I'll give a shout out to one of my best friends of all time, Mr. Tyler Sibrel.
Yeah, Sibby.
Tyler Sibrel is,
United States veteran.
amen, he is. Hell yeah.
Good
He's
guy.
a ground
Give you the
pounder.
shirt off
He's
your
a
back.
big time infantry.
Shirt off your back. Shirt off his back.
Infantry grunt.
Shirt off your back too if you don't watch your ass.
Yeah, he'll take it. He'll snatch that son of a bitch right off your back, boy. He's
Snatch and change.
He's
Fan
an
of the program.
infantryman, fan of the program. He's actually said via text message several times that if and when we ever become capable for accepting call-ins, that he's going to call in and roast my ass on several things, and I can only await patiently for that to
Does he
happen.
live that far away? Or
Yeah,
what?
he's in Evansville. Kids, job, work seconds, tough time.
Oh.
We'll make it work. Don't.
I was just saying,
Stay in your lane,
I
Arlo.
was saying, have him here.
Yeah, we
call
can.
in. He
Yeah.
ain't that far.
But so those guys, him, Cam Wertman,
Yeah.
Logan Preer, I could name maybe a few more that are just absolutely. I love them to death. I would call them brothers. Nerds, like they are computer game.
I don't know if I'd call Tyler Sibrel a nerd.
Oh,
He'd
you
murder you with
You
one
don't
move.
know Tyler Sibrel. He is the biggest freaking nerd I've ever met. I love that guy like he's my brother, but he is a freaking nerd,
Oh
man.
boy! Now
Yeah.
you're outing him.
Well, no, he knows it too. Like
Yeah,
he,
but
he
not
knows.
everybody else now.
Well, they do now.
Oh boy!
I guarantee you that anybody else calls Tyler Sibrel a nerd.
He's gonna. You know what's gonna
They
happen,
better
Arlo?
buckle up.
There's going to be a meme.
He's
on
gonna
Facebook.
wage
Yeah.
war on us through
Well,
his keyboard warring.
But what
'cause
I'm
he does a
saying
lot of
is,
it.
when I was preparing myself for night shift, I've never stayed up all night before in my life, you know, trying to get ready for, like,
You never stayed up all night?
yeah, but like not because I had to, you know what I mean? Like I was either drinking or, you know, getting all crazy cray and
Cray.
whatever, you know, but I was playing Gears of War, like this game on PlayStation, or no, God, no, it was not PlayStation, it was an Xbox. Tyler Sibrel's big Xbox guy.
Yeah.
Which, talking about rivalries earlier, PlayStation versus Xbox.
I
Like,
got
that's
the Xboxes in the house.
Yeah.
That's what we roll.
Yeah, big Xbox guy. Now, PlayStation people, they're different people. That's a topic for another day. But anyway, I've played several games and beat them, like their campaign or like the storyline.
Okay.
But there's only Tyler Sibrel and maybe one or two other people will ever be able to relate to the story that I'm going to tell.
Makes great content. That
And
way.
I would say that when we were playing multiplayer
Oh yeah.
on Halo,
Yep.
and it's like a shoot 'em up type game, right?
we just talked about this a couple weeks ago.
We did.
And
We
you
did.
called us nerds.
Did I?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah. So,
So
there,
you played Halo.
I did.
So you're a nerd too.
I mean, kinda.
No, you
Victim-
can't be 1 foot in,
vic-
1 foot out.
Victim of circumstance because it was the only thing that we had to do because it was shitty outside. It was 2:00 in the morning, and we were out of
So yes, nerds have
Wha-
options.
yeah.
whatever
We got options.
whatever
Amazing.
substance that we were partaking in. Let's just say
Amazing.
that. And I had gotten killed several times in a row, and I think my exact words were, "Who the f is Respawn?" And they all looked at me like, "What?" And I'm like, "It just keeps saying Respawn. Like, who in the hell is Respawn?" And little did I know that,
That's what you were doing.
yeah, like I was actively,
You were the respawn.
like I was respawning
boy.
after getting killed in this freaking stupid ass Halo game. I'm all out on. I'm all out. I'm all out on video games, Vigi games, whatever you want to call it, other than like old school Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
So
I
I
got the Mario Brothers and all that up here. We can play sometime.
So-
like all the Nintendo
we
versions.
had a Nintendo NES growing up.
Oh,
Blast. Love playing Mario, like old school Mario, Super Mario
yeah,
Bros.
Yeah.
And then we graduated to a Sega. So playing some Sonic.
Isn't that how that was?
Yeah, yeah, you nailed
what
it.
was that dolphin's name? Echo the dolphin. Yeah, it's probably better.
Yeah, that was good. And then we're PlayStation people.
That
so
didn't
that was
sound like a dolphin.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
He was making dolphin noises.
What about
for
my
other people
Wildcat?
not watch.
That one, I listened to 117 today. A little bit of it, like some clips with my headphones on.
Shut up. He's
This
talking.
is unreal.
Sorry.
My gosh.
God,
it's all the time. I don't like, it doesn't even second nature now.
ADD is a real thing.
It's only me. He doesn't do it to smoke either.
You want me to cut his mic off when it's your turn?
Would you
And
please?
he just starts talking. And he's like, wait, what's going on?
What's going on? But I told my wife there would be one game where I would get back into gaming, and it was if they brought NCAA football back. Because I wasn't into the shoot 'em up games, and I mean, we played a lot of Chad Hodgson and I. Shout out back to our days in college. We'd play Modern Warfare and just
Which one?
Well, then it was the only one.
The only one, the first
Call
one.
of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the original, the OG.
Now there's Modern Warfare 2, and then they just remastered it.
Yeah, so
What was the original Call of Duty when they were like you were in?
I had all
Black
kinds.
Ops and
No, when
No,
you were
they
in
had,
Germany,
they
like you
had,
were World War II one.
Yeah.
What
they
was
had
that
a whole
one?
thing. I don't
Medal
know.
of Honor.
Yeah,
That may be. Yeah. So, but I loved playing. Like we had guys that played a lot of FIFA on Xbox.
What?
soccer.
Soccer.
I know.
Oh,
It's game of the future.
man,
They
you
say.
always thought I was what?
That's what they say.
It's one of the oldest games there is, isn't it?
The game of the future, like that, it's going to take over in life.
What
Yeah,
about-
but isn't it like older than all the other
It's
ones?
old. Yeah.
What about Turok? Did you ever
Oh,
play?
that was the dinosaurs.
Hell yeah, dude! I played Turok, the dinosaur hunter.
I always liked racing games growing up.
Cruising
Like
USA.
Gran Turismo. We were
Oh,
PlayStation people. Like,
Yeah, me and
When I
my
was a
brother,
kid.
got a PS2 early on. I think our original was just a regular NES, and then the only Sega product I had was a
Game Genie.
the game
Game Genie. It was in color.
Sega Genesis, the big bastard, like the big.
Oh, not the handheld.
Yeah, it was a handheld. It was like a loaf of bread looking sumbitch.
And
I mean,
it was a color screen.
I don't remember.
Game
Sega
Genie.
Genesis was the
It's
Sega.
not Game Genie.
You're not. It's
Game
a Genesis. I had a Sega Genesis
Game
that was
Gear.
this.
It was a Game Gear. Sega Game Gear.
Anyway, but then we got our next console was a Nintendo 64. And that
GoldenEye.
007
that's just
Goldeneye.
getting ready to
Yeah.
say, dude, I had the golden controller, the whole works, man.
So that just got released on Xbox.
RP,
Game
what was
Pass.
that? What was that badass gun? The RP90? RP,
Yeah, well,
RP.
the Golden Gun was the bad one.
Well, yeah, that was one shot and you're done.
I was beating them kids' asses on GoldenEye. They were so pissed off. They're like, dude, this doesn't even look real. I'm like, just shut up. Because I can do 4-player in the house, like split screen.
Oh,
old school.
yeah.
And they were trying to cheat and watch where I was
You
at on the
mean
screen.
you don't just take one of your 13 TVs and kind of
Was it the RCP 90?
Yes, the RCP 90.
Doom? Do you remember old school?
Oh,
Doom?
Yeah,
yeah.
on the computer.
How about Duke Nukem?
Yeah, Duke Nukem.
And Duke Nukem
That
3D.
was a Duke Nukem was a like wasn't that like a Nazi like world was that
No, that's Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein
Or the Oregon Trail, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
My family played.
Sims?
I mean,
Yeah.
this is old, but they played Burger Time. You ever hear about that?
Oh God,
It's like old school.
I
But
guess.
they loved it. So
Atari games.
Yeah.
My growing up, my one of the neighbor girls that lived behind me, her grandparents lived right over there, right just kind of catty corner to my mom and dad's, and I would sometimes just walk over to her grandma's house in the morning and maybe skimp out a breakfast or sandwich or something like that, maybe a little top Pop-Tart or whatever, like, hey, play a little Atari before we reach, get on the bus, maybe see what your grandma's got for breakfast maybe here once. Huh? Okay. And she had the
That
old,
was the old protection racket,
the
breakfast sandwich.
Galaga, and then the old Pong. Like
Yeah.
they had Atari, like a real
Yeah,
Atari
yeah,
games. Like that's old school shit there, which I think that stuff is stood
the
the test
Wiis,
of time.
the Wiis
I know
were
you say
popular.
you're out, but it sounds like you're in. Because like I'm out because I can't get into anything enough.
Yes, but I
like,
know
got
a lot
the
about
newest, whatever the newest Xbox is. I went out and got that one.
the
I'm like,
Series X.
yeah, the black one. I guess it's black and white now, but yeah, it's like a tall cube, which makes it not a cube. But anyway,
Looks like a router.
I keep thinking, yeah, I'm like,
Looks
I'm
like
going to
a
get into
router.
video games. I'm going to play Call of Duty, and then I get on there and like some 8-year-old little punk ass kid is talking.
I had a
shit.
buddy. About 6, maybe closer to 10 years ago that was actually nationally ranked in Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah,
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, like he was. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He was like him and his ex-wife would like play, like that was their deal. Like they would get babysitters to game, and like they would.
That's wild.
Yeah, and they would just chug monsters and
Oh boy.
play video games all night.
Man,
and
that's a
and he was like on the deal, like he was on the list, like he was. Oh yeah, crazy.
I mean, e-games are a thing.
I didn't know that there are actual esports teams.
Oh, that's a big thing.
Yeah. And unbeknownst to me, one of my in-laws' neighbors, shout out to our big meathead ground pounder Al King.
Yeah.
Lives right across the street from my in-laws. I get a lot of hand-me-downs, clothing-wise.
Hand-me-down. Oh, that's not right.
From Big Al King. And he had some shirts. That one that I wore in our New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
The sweatshirt that I wore in our New Year's photo, the old Soul Dynasty.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that was. And didn't you say Seoul is like a...
Well, no, Seoul's a country. Seoul.
It's not a country, is it? It's a It's the
capital of South Korea.
Yeah, there you go.
Or wherever.
It's the capital of South Korea.
You're right.
Seoul, South Korea.
This guy.
It's probably ping pong.
No, it's
soccer?
not. It's internet gaming. Like they play Fortnite or whatever.
World of Warcraft.
The kids don't play Fortnite anymore.
Huh?
Kids don't play Fortnite anymore.
They play War.
Wyatt plays Fortnite still.
Fortnite. Anyway, I don't know what that means. But these people are on a team and they play other teams in this video game and win like millions of dollars.
Are you just now finding out about this?
I am.
This has probably been going on. What do you think, Arlo? Arlo's sleeping.
I think it started with the LAN parties back in the early 2000s.
The average salary of a video game is so they say ZipRecruiter is seeing annual salaries as high as $132,500 and as low as $17,000. The majority of professional video game player salaries is between $28,000 and $75,000 a year.
Wow.
Bad money to play video
And
games.
they just make it on Twitch.
They do a lot of it on Twitch, and then you hope you get picked up.
Yeah, like a Twitch stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know people that are full-ass grown adults that just literally watch Twitch streams of people gaming, which is wild to
Sounds
me.
productive.
It's wild.
But there's grown-ass adults watching us drink beer and talk
Well, yeah,
about
Yeah,
it,
but the
so
shit that we're talking about is way more important than watching some dude play World of
it's
Warcraft.
all a matter of
right?
perspective, man. You got to live that hippie lifestyle. You got to just not get too big for your britches. Woosah.
Woosah. Guys, it's time for the Pause for the Cause.
Thank you.
For the cause,
This Pause for
baby.
the Cause is brought to you by Maxie's Barbershop.
Hell yeah.
Are you looking for a quality grooming service that won't break the bank? Look no further than Maxie's Barbershop on 13th Street in Huntingburg. With over 20 years of experience, Jay Maxey is dedicated to providing his clients with a top-notch service in a comfortable and inviting atmosphere. At Maxey's Barbershop, you can expect a traditional barbershop experience with a range of services, including classic haircuts, beard trims, and more. Whether you're looking for a fresh cut or just need a quick trim, Jay has the skills and experience to give you the look that you desire.
Good guy.
And with their convenient location, fitting a visit to the barbershop into your busy schedule has never been easier. So why wait? Visit the barbershop today and experience a quality service and comfortable atmosphere that have made Jay Maxey a trusted name in the Huntingburg community. And if you're lucky, Jay may even share a few pieces of life advice with you while you're in that famous chair. This Pause for the Cause is brought to you by Maxey's Barbershop. We'll be right back. Hey! And we're back. Thanks to Jay Maxey there at Maxey's Barbershop for helping us with that Pause for the Cause.
The longest running advertiser in Wandering Dutchmen.
OG. That's right.
Yeah, hey, but you know what? Good news is hour 2, we're getting into hour 2 after a fire hour 1, as in a dumpster fire. Hour 2 is brought to you by our esteemed partners in food, Catering by Meyer. Catering by Meyer has become one of the most reputable and sought-after catering companies in the area. Led by Brad Brown and Jared Feltner, the team at Catering by Meyer is dedicated to providing top-notch service and delectable cuisine that will leave your guest raving. From classic comfort foods to elegant gourmet dishes, they offer a diverse range of menu options made with the freshest ingredients and always prepared from scratch. Their attention to detail and creativity in menu planning ensures that your food will be both delicious and memorable. Their professional staff is committing to ensuring that your event runs smoothly and seamlessly so you can relax and enjoy the experience. If you're looking for the best catering in town, look no further than our friends at Catering by Meyer.
Hell yeah.
Thanks to Bubba Brown and Jared Feltner for coming on board. Arlo missed.
And it's time for hour 2.
Yeah.
Ringing the bell.
And you know, we had some of those. You dropped off some of those wings from them guys a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I wouldn't tell.
Legit.
I wouldn't tell the crew no if they happen to drop some off every.
You know
once
where
in a
those
while.
wings originated from?
Buffalo
Chickens.
No. Our boys at Merkley's.
Oh, hey, we have.
Me and Big Smoke Dog got a case of them
Yeah.
babies coming down the line.
Are John Boy and Bradley okay? Haven't heard from them in a while.
Well, John Boy's on a little bit of a hiatus.
Oh yeah.
He gave up the old brewski pops for Lent.
Yeah,
That
that's
doesn't
good.
mean he has to stop talking to us.
He hasn't stopped talking to me.
Oh, we just. You know, this guy reaps all the benefits.
We text a lot. Me and Arlo was in a thread with John Boy.
Oh,
Even the new guy.
And Brad's just hammered down.
I guess we just don't get anything.
Brad's just hammered down. All that son of a bitch
all
knows
he
how.
does is work.
All he does is have big feet and works on meat. That's all he does.
God dang.
What
Big
American
feet and works on meat. That's him, buddy.
Yeah, so
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
My first topic for hour 2.
it's hopefully better than your hour.
Let's
one
go
topic.
fishing.
Hell yeah.
we can't argue with that.
Let's go fishing.
Riding the
Arlo,
line.
let's go fishing.
I'm in.
When we going?
I don't give a damn when, where, how, why, or what. I just want to go.
Let's go reel in some stripers.
Oh, dude. So, Patoka Lake. Did you know Patoka Lake has guide services up there that you can actually charter a boat and go striper fishing up there?
Have you ever caught one?
I have not caught a actual striper. I have caught a white bass up by Tennessee, not in Tennessee. Oh, over by Ohio, Tanner's Creek up that way.
Yeah.
My wife is originally, she lived up there, and then I fished a tournament up there one time, and I caught some white bass up there. But I've caught some wipers.
Oh, yeah.
I was throwing it was a bandit.
That's a small. That's like a baby.
Yeah.
You know, you got
they're
your
little.
wipers, your stripers,
Yeah.
your big mouth bass,
Now,
small
where
mouth
did you
bass,
catch that on the Tennessee
your
River?
rock bass.
Percy Priest.
Percy
in
Priest.
Nashville.
Yeah.
it's a reservoir.
So, so anyway, we were fishing a tournament up there, and I caught into some of them striper bass up there once. But I'm just anymore in my older age, I am 100% non-species specific. Like I literally just fish to catch, and that's it. So if I'm throwing, whether it be your traditional, like a Kalen's grub with like a little lead-headed jig or something like that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be just as happy if I catch a crappie or a bass or a bluegill or red ear or whatever the hell I catch.
Now, see, I like a group fishing event because I'm more of a social fisher. Like some people are social drinkers. You know, like I just wet a line a couple times because it's the thing to do. But I like a fish fry.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
So
Everybody
the more
likes to
the
eat.
merrier. Because like, who the hell wants to go clean like 3 crappies?
Nobody. We usually
Yeah.
throw them back.
Yeah, you got to.
That was always thing. Like if you don't catch enough, you just throw them back.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
it's
yeah.
important to
Gotta
keep
make
them
it work.
alive while you're fishing.
I will say that
We ought to get smoke on the water, and just
Literally.
go clean them up someday.
Literally.
Have us a fish fry.
I will say one of my fondest childhood memories and growing up was old Papa Frank and the other two. We'd dig up worms from the old compost pile
Damn right.
and head out and we are big.
Hammer them.
We are just big bobber
Yeah.
And a worm.
Yes.
Nothing fancy.
No.
My younger brother, big fan of the show, he actually said he was going to slap one of our stickers on his John boat.
Damn right. There's one on mine.
Yeah, and so he got into all the fishing stuff, but I'm a lot like my dad. Give me a simple bobber and a hook and just calm day to just throw her out on the water and just relax and enjoy.
Big fan of the show, John Rodage. Guy, buddy of ours from up in the Washington way. Mm-hmm. He had probably one of the best quotes I've ever heard in my life. I got real big into bass fishing. Me and
ripping lips.
Yeah, another buddy of mine, Mr. Corey Yoder, and myself got real. We were going to be professional tournament fishers and full-time coal miners at one time. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's totally impossible to do both. But we were going to do it. Yeah, I had my wife convinced that I was going to be a professional bass fisherman.
By the way, when you say you convinced your wife, I'm going to say you use that term loosely.
Yes, totally. She told me I was the biggest idiot that she'd ever met, and I was wasting my time.
Your size doesn't matter, and I'm here to tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm a POS, person of size. But anyway, we were going all in. We went out fishing, and we had these real high finagled $16,000 rod and reels and the hoolie poppers and all that jazz and stuff and this and that. And Rodage was out there fishing one time, and he said, "If it ain't from Walmart, I don't want nothing to do with it." And that's probably one of the most iconic fishing lines I've ever heard.
Well, let me ask you this question. In this day and age, and kind of circling back to hour one with video games, you know, my dad talks about it when he was a kid. They'd go anywhere and everywhere to go fish. Maybe sneak a couple beers from the old man's fridge. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe statute limitations is gone on that. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, do kids do that anymore?
Hell yes. Wyatt hits me up every weekend.
With the golf cart?
Not even the golf cart. We'd take me here. We'd take me there. Dad, we talked to these people. So now the neighbors, their family owns a pond. Dad, can you take me to that pond? He said we can go to that pond. I'm like, I don't even know where the hell it's at.
Yeah.
Well, let's just go there. Let's find it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, you can go there, but we're not going to just go.
I don't think you see it as much as you used to, but I working in town in the city and seeing the kids like professional development days whenever they don't have school, you can definitely tell when there's no school and the weather's nice, riding their bikes, you know, playing basketball in the driveway and stuff like that. And every once in a blue moon, you'll catch a kid riding a bicycle that's got like the tackle box.
Yep. Wyatt's got rod holders out of PVC.
Yeah, so he's got his tackle box on his bag, you know, he's like a backpack tackle box, and he's got two fishing rods or one of them across the handlebars, and he's riding down the street heading up to the event center on 14th Street to try to catch some up there. You know,
is there anything in there?
Yeah. It gets fished a lot, but they're in there. I've seen them. But never caught them. I've just seen them because I've had to weed eat up there and stuff before, and you can see bass laying under beds and stuff. But anyway, so I can remember too, man, when I was a kid, like I was one of those dweebs that had a basket on his bicycle.
Well, you gotta have somewhere to put your snacks.
That's what I'm saying. No, it was a tackle box. And then I would ride with my fishing rods in my hands on my handlebars. And I never snuck any beers, but I did sneak a can of Timberwolf Wintergreen that I robbed out of my old man's door panel. And I'm here to tell you, right behind the big shelter house on the Holland Lake,
barf, didn't you?
Puking my mother effing socks up, boy. I mean, I was buzzing so hard I couldn't feel the end of my Peter. And I don't know what that's got to do with anything. Oh, boy. You put one of them in, and that sumbitch, I mean, I turned as green as a gourd. And I freaking puked my nuts up, buddy. But I tell you what, I was a chewer of the tobacco for a long time. I just gave it up a few months ago, by the way.
It's been longer than that.
Yeah, about 6.
Longer than that? I bet we're getting close to a year.
Hopefully, yeah.
I can remember my first dip. I think it was a Skoal product.
Oh God, yeah.
And we were at Wednesday nights.
Makes my mouth water just thinking about it. I do miss it.
Wednesday nights, religion class around here. Somebody happened to have a can. Packed my first lip, and next thing you know, I spinning, couldn't just.
Oh yeah,
And it just happens. Everybody, I think anybody that's done it from the can. But then I found like Red Man Golden
that's
Blend
good stuff.
and I really liked that. But I don't chew anymore. Didn't last very long.
Do you remember the story on our 8th grade DC trip where one of the guys,
this is good.
one of the guys in our class,
Yep.
We'll call him Adam.
To protect the innocent.
Yep, we'll call him Adam. He got pretty sick after putting dip in, and he had to sit in the little lower seat on the front of that tour bus.
Oh, yeah.
We rode from SMS over to DC, and he was sick for.
I think it was somewhere over West Virginia when he came back because I was sitting mid back, and he come running back to puke, and he didn't make it on time.
Oh God!
And there might have been some friendly fire on a classmate of ours.
Oh no!
And then everybody was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And we were all like, "Well, he's probably up there dipping."
I remember we went to the farm machinery show with FFA. We would always go to the FFA, or we would always go to the farm machinery show in Louisville with the FFA. And of course, I'm not pointing any fingers or anything like that. There may or may not have been some 18-year-old seniors on the bus, which is common sometimes, just because of the way birthdays fall and everything that.
Sure,
Not implying that anybody's been held back 15 times or any of that stuff. 21 years old buying beer in high school, but Skull, Grizzly, Timberwolf, Red Seal, all your other big name, reputable chewing tobacco brands would have like booths up there where you could they would give.
Yeah, it was like free, wasn't it?
Oh goddamn!
We'd go
like
down in college and just
logs.
come back with bags of chew.
You wouldn't. I like me and Nobby, me and my best bud Nobby. We you wouldn't have to buy chew. He didn't even go. He wasn't even FFA. Like I would bring enough back for the both of us. And we wouldn't have to buy chew forever. I can remember when Skull came out with
Apple.
No, it was Frost.
Ooh.
It was Skull Frost, and there was a sample can, and it was like
about half the thickness,
eighth of a thickness of like you could maybe get two good dips out of it, or maybe 3 little skimpers. You know what I mean? But other than that, that's all you're getting. But we were on the bus coming back from Louisville, and one of the kids in the back that was like he chewed here and there and stuff like that, but he was doing the old
packing
pack in the can, with the old finger. You get that old dead finger flop,
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess he must have hit her a little too hard. And the lid flew off that son of a bitch, and the moist aroma of wet Timberwolf or wet wintergreen chewing tobacco went, and it was everywhere. Like it was everywhere, and the bus driver immediately, who's chewing on the bus? Yeah, just like
30 sack lunches.
God bless America, you damn kids, whatever. But like it just stunk like chew. You know what I mean? Like it didn't matter. It was almost like. You're talking about smoking in the boys' room or whatever, or like somebody smoking a joint or somebody doing something like that. Like that the onset of the smell of a cigarette or a left-handed cigarette, or like the pop of a chew can. Like you could smell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was thick, boy. Yeah, needless to say, we all had to throw our chew in the trash when we got off the bus that day because our cover was blown. I mean, there's probably $200 worth of chew in the damn trash can.
Yeah, and what you didn't know is they just came back and
one
of the teachers got it. No, I mean, back to fishing, though, it's amazing how, like, outdoor activities, like, I won't chew sunflower seeds all year.
Until baseball.
Yeah. And I will chew seeds where my lips and gums are raw.
Right.
And it's just, like, the rest of the year, won't touch it. Won't touch them. But any fishing trips planned, or what would be a nice trip to fish?
Smoke on the water.
I know you keep bringing it up, but you put us 3 hefty fellas plus Arlo.
Smoke on the Water is a good sized craft.
I mean,
That's a big
we're not going to
vessel.
put anybody other than us on there,
No.
but it'll get us through.
I mean, is that because like it's a swim warning or
Like red.
that baby's going
Double
down?
red flag, boys.
Yeah.
White
I think it's a 7-person craft. But then you figure,
Well, but those tags, those U.S. Marine Coast Guard tags,
They're
are
full of
straight
shit
bullshit.
anyway. Yeah,
because,
they're full of it.
Because, like my boat, the SS Mimi 2 says that 4 passengers or up to 750 pounds.
right?
Well, Jesus Christ, I'm not quite half, but damn close to half of that in one.
It's amazing that you bring this up and talk about it because wasn't there a box that was delivered from a place that might do boats?
Oh, shit.
Wasn't there?
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah, we may or may not have got it.
It's
Well,
over there behind the light there. Once.
But we don't need it now. We just
Oh,
need it right. We'll do it at the end of the show. We don't
Yeah.
want to
At the
mess
end
up
of
the
the show.
flow.
Yeah, we got
We
it.
just want it to be ready for the big reveal.
Yeah. But
we-
anyway, yeah, so like I think coming up here soon, once the water temperature hits around 50 degrees.
Gets high enough for the smoke on the water to have
No,
buoyancy for us to stay up.
now. Once the water level gets, or the temperature of the water gets around 50,
good fishing.
and we'll get the smoke on the water ready, and we can take that baby up to, as my late grandpa Marvin always called, Patoki.
We'll take it to Patoki.
We'll take it up there to old Patoki Lake and put that baby in, and get us a bucket full of minnows and a cooler full of beer. Find us a couple stumps.
It doesn't get any better than that.
No way, crappie fishing, dude.
And we'll just set up cameras on the boat
Yeah.
to just capture it while we do
Shit,
it.
yeah, dude. There's people that make lots of money by doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted, I think I've mentioned it before, but I've got a buddy that does a fly fishing trip every year.
Oh,
I'd kind of like one where I just
man.
go and
How
stand,
majestic.
stand in the riverbed and just kind of toss flies. I want to, at a local watering hole that should remain unidentified. I've always talked about, I've got a couple old fly rods that I'd like to get some flies, and this spring when they bluegill and stuff are on bed, just kind of, they say you can like them panfish that way.
Absolutely
And it's a
slaughter 'em.
blast. And
Yeah,
like it's a
I've
blast.
I've done it with my grandpa. I
Yeah.
mean, we absolutely slaughtered them. Like you could throw the most minuscule little bitty ass fly or tie fly,
Yeah.
tide fly, like little bitty bastard. And just the sheer amount of the water disturbance with a big old fat bull bluegill, game over.
You know what this sounds like? Maybe we ought to do us a little fish fry here before it
Yeah.
gets summertime.
Little Dutchman Outdoors series, maybe a
yeah,
little
maybe
cooking with the Dutchman.
we invite some VIP guests up. Probably the Merkley boys because we owe them owe them a little bit.
We owe them, yeah.
Some of our other friends of the show.
Yeah.
Maybe we invite Pamru, not Sarah Rue, Pamru.
That's still funny.
She's been quiet, so I don't know if she's
That's
listening
okay.
to us.
No, she's probably still in.
busy.
But yeah, Arlo, do you fish?
I used to a lot, but I haven't recently.
Yeah.
He's kind of busy.
Are you
raising-
interested in going fishing again?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was what I was talking about with my Mexican buddy Cesar.
By the way, did you see that TikTok I shared with everybody today? 1 week after, 2 weeks. It's you to a T.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I see you out the driveway with slicked leather boots with like the guardrail,
No way.
black guardrail, tight black jeans,
No way.
shirt tucked in.
Hola, vato! What's
There it is.
cracking?
There's our cultural
What's cooking,
appropriation.
cracker? But anyway, I was talking to Cesar about going fishing, and he was like, "Yeah,
Just like that.
yeah." Like, hey, puto, you want to go fishing? And he's like, "I'll get my Coke bottle ready to go." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, hand lining with a Coke bottle." Like that was like a stereotypical thing, like early on when like the big, I don't want to call it invasion, but like when most of
Jesus. I'd hope not. You.
yeah, I know. But like when a lot of like when I made friends,
The early settlement of those from Mexico,
El
South
Salvador,
America, Central
El
America.
Salvador. What
Doria?
Hola.
Is it a Disney princess island?
Dora.
Oh, Salvadoria.
Yo soy Juan, Dora.
All right.
Anyway,
keep going.
But yeah, like he was, whenever
we're
they would
going
like,
off the rails.
you could go to the Holland.
This is what people tune in for.
You could go to any body of water in our neighborhood or area, and you could find a group of Chicanos or Hispanics or Latinos or whatever you want to call it, and they would fish with like a Coke bottle with string wrapped around it, and then they would like Cesar always like, like go fishing. Like they would always like.
I was waiting for it.
And they would whip it around and whip it out there like that by hand.
Jesus.
Arlo, you gonna edit this out?
No, because this is how they fish.
Oh, God.
And absolutely slam them, dude. Like here I am
Not
with
embellished at all.
here I am with like a $200
Carbon light.
yeah, exactly. Like a Fluger Presidents with a Johnny Morris carbon light crappie rod and $1,700 worth of Kalen Grubs and Mr. Twister boot tails, the old
You're
I always
getting out.
like
You're
and
getting out.
I am getting out I'm getting smashed by some dude with a Coke bottle and a freaking piece of string, and just he's catching the piss out of him,
Keep it simple.
Yeah, and I anymore in my day,
Back in my day.
God bless America. When my kids me and Max got the mystery tackle box subscription service and all that shit. Like I haven't bought tackle in a long time, other than like a occasional here and there. I did say earlier that I have an addiction to fishing equipment. Like we've all been in my garage and seen that big wall of mess that's over there. But
Yeah, that's putting it politely.
yeah,
We'll break it down on future episodes.
Yeah.
Casey, what you got?
Well, so
We
I was-
talked that one to death.
yeah, we went off a little tangent. It got tangential.
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 I was thinking about this the other day, and what is a topic or a subject matter that you kind of geek or nerd out on?
Fishing, maybe?
It's raining.
That's what it is.
How did it take
I
you
hope
that
my
long to
windows
figure
are
it
up.
out?
Huh?
I hope my
Oh.
windows are up. It's fine.
It's like majestic noise. But
I bet you I'm asleep out here tonight in that leather chair.
wow.
Hell
You're
yeah.
gonna
Lucky.
start up a quick fire, and then
I might.
I mean, you told the
God,
kids. you-
Smoker is absolutely on one,
I
and
am
I love.
fired up. My toes are curled up. I'm sick of goddamn honor feeling. I'm just ready to rip the roof off, fire up the Harley, and raise some cane. Y'all ever get that song "Time Off for Bad Behavior"? Sorry.
Doesn't like producers on some of these shows, like in professional operations, like rein people in, or
I was thinking we could put like a shock collar on both of them and just like the dog.
Yeah,
training
I'm sorry.
ones,
It's
Yeah.
springtime.
and
It's
just
coming.
and just
yeah,
Mace interrupts you, just give him a little kick.
it's not gonna work.
You don't think so?
I'm ready to start mowing
It would-
grass.
he'd learn. It'd work.
I was thinking about that earlier. Get me a cooler full of beer. Put the deck
Oh, it's
on the
well
Kubota.
documented.
Yeah.
We get asked
Yeah.
that a lot.
Casey, what did you say? What is a
Topic
Go ahead.
or
Yeah.
subject matter
That you nerd out on.
that you kind of nerd or geek out on? Like fishing was
It is.
obviously it.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know. I think probably anything music. I get pretty into the.
Like almost like where it's like I don't want to say annoying, but like it's like he's known as that guy. Like
I don't know if I have a topic. I think I just kind of get off on wild tangents.
so you just sow your wild oats.
I
everywhere?
would say John boats for me too. Like I am
that
stupid.
falls under fishing.
I am stupid
Yeah.
smart on that.
Well, I'm surprised in that box that we got isn't keys to a brand new John boat.
God bless America. If it was, like if there was a key to a brand new Grizzly Tracker 1860 with like a 115 Merc on the back 4-stroke, I'd probably be so
So
chubbed up.
specific.
I'd probably be so
chubbed
chubbed up I probably couldn't walk out the door, man.
Goddamn table
My
wouldn't even
eyes just
sit
glossed
flat.
over.
Wow.
Just glossed over.
You have no idea anything that I just said, but it would be badass.
Well, I think it's a boat that's 18 foot long, 60 foot wide with a
60 foot wide?
60
Holy
inches.
wide
shit.
boat. Good God.
Yeah. So
60
you know,
Inches.
so
60.
So music is yours.
I said that because it's my go-to, but probably not. I don't know that I have one I nerd out on. Star Wars? I don't know. I mean,
You are a nerd, though.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a topic that you just like really you're passionate about?
Space and time continuum.
That stuff I
Outside
probably
of
do.
passing in the right turn lanes?
Probably I get real, probably like the unknown of stuff. I can get into
You kind of like getting deep in the weeds.
Yeah.
For me, I love history. I enjoy history.
Yeah, you do.
Love the hell out of it. Enjoy it. Well, when I was having dinner with Dustin last night. Not that we were out for dinner together. It was a group. It was a group.
I think we understood that.
Okay, I just
A
want to make sure.
corporate event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hobnobbing.
And we were talking about just love of history, and I just realized I was kind of like geeking out on about it because you work at the resort. There's a lot of history there.
There's a shit ton up there.
And
with Al Capone.
Dustin's gonna have got. He wouldn't have told you to can it. He'd have just listened
Yeah,
to you drone
yeah.
on about the sulfur
Put a
waters.
sock in it, you dumb bastard.
There's
Yeah.
probably a reason why there's a little devil guy with the sulfur waters. You know all about.
Yeah, it's true.
How
But
about
there's
that?
a bunch of angels they found in the dome.
How about that right in?
Arlo, anything that you geek out or nerd out on?
Oh, all sorts of stuff.
I guarantee
Well,
you
go ahead.
that.
Yeah,
Throw
you
some
guys
out
know.
there.
You guys know that about me. Motorcycles, technology,
Hell yeah. Podcast equipment.
podcast equipment, grills.
Smokers. Yeah, I was going to say grills.
What? it's never ending.
Oh, shit, dude.
I wish we could do like a pay-per-view show where we aired out all like the juicy details of everything.
And
If
we could actually
have
say
an unedited, like what's actually, guys. I don't know.
The
I'm
stuff-
surprised
the
I
stuff we
haven't
said-
shed weight by the calories burned from keeping my trap shut. Because there's sometimes we get on a wild tangent. I'm like, what'd go good here?
Oh, yeah.
A random
An off-color joke.
Insert politically incorrect
Yeah.
everything now.
yeah.
Hey, maybe we should just ask the listeners: would you pay money to hear what we talk about in the Pause for the Cause?
Yeah.
And pre-show,
pre-show.
pause for the cause,
Pre-show, Pause
post-show.
for
Yeah.
the Cause. Because
you know
it's
what? I don't
juicy.
want to have to start. We'd really have to filter that stuff through.
Oh, yeah. We'd have to vet it.
Yeah.
Not only would they be pay-per-view, but like they would have to go through a vetting process before they could even pay or
They'd have
view.
to-
You're gonna have to put your right hand on the Bible.
sign something.
Yeah.
You can watch it in
I
this,
think-
in this room, and that's it.
Going back to an earlier topic about like nerding out on YouTube rabbit holes,
Yeah.
like sometimes, dude, I freaking God bless. Like your canoe starts down this creek, and about 2 hours later, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're getting those like TikTok things that says, "Hey, it's probably time for you to get some sleep."
TikTok really tells you
Or,
that?
shit, yeah, it does. Like if you scroll long
Jen has
enough,
found it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you've been here for a while. Why don't you get up and
get
take
some
a lap?
sleep.
Hey,
or
TikTok, I don't need you telling me
don't
what to do.
forget to eat or anything like that. Like no,
and I
I'm not
guess
lying.
I just thought about nerding out from the concept of like, what do you get into talking with folks? But I do get in a rabbit hole. Like I think it's my ADD. Like I'll put 120% into something for like 3.5 hours and then never talk about it again.
Same with Justine. Like
Fart in a whirlwind, they call me.
Justine, my wife, said the same thing about me, and I think it's just an ADD thing. And it's like I would go like when I started tournament fishing. That's a prime example. When I started tournament fishing, like my kids were 2. The twins were 2. Ellie was just getting born.
Mm-hmm.
And I got asked to fish in a couple team events, and I thought, "Oh my God! Like I have to. This is my shot. Like I've got to go out and spend $53,000 in fishing gear just to be relevant." So what did I do? I mean, I went Katie bar the door, boy, and just batshit nuts. I mean, I've got rods and I probably have 35 rod and reels at my house right now. An entire wall of, I'd put corkboard or
Pegboard.
pegboard. I put pegboard on the wall in between the cabinets with like pegs, and it's like it's a store. Like there are fishing baits, hooks upon everything still hanging on the wall in the, like they've never been opened.
Hermetically sealed.
Yeah, and I just went batshit nuts. And then I fished that summer, 2, 3, 4 tournaments.
That was it.
And that was it. I've never fished another one again. I've never fished another one again.
That's probably why people enjoy this show, is because they realize there's no way they thought it'd last after a month.
And I thought that.
My wife included.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, man, we're going to fizzle out quick. Surely we're not all going to commit to showing up once a week.
Not only have we showed up, we've
came and we above and beyond.
This is the cheap. My wife told me that this is the cheapest hobby that I've ever had.
Right.
And if I could do it, because I've always wanted to be like, I want to play church league softball. I want to do bowling league.
Oh, I'd love to do bowling
I want to
league.
play golf league. Mm-hmm. I want to do a book club or card night or one of those other things.
When was the last time you read a damn
I'm
book?
never going to say book club again. I did not mean that. That was more for the female listeners
was just
to be
when
able
50 Shades of Grey came out. It was a one-time thing for him.
Grief.
Questioning everything.
Yeah.
I just wanted to relate to the female listeners that potentially could be in a book
By
club.
the way, they were our listenership. 32% female now.
Hey, ladies.
It's all Arlo's voice.
Hey, ladies.
I brought him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It's the mystery
Arlo's
man
voice.
behind
Reeling
the
them
mic.
in.
Can't
But
be our
I
ugly
think,
mugs.
yeah, so this podcast for me has become my bowling league or my golf league. This is my...
But I still want to golf and bowl.
I do too. By the way, we did a lot of work at the golf course this week.
Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah. We did that.
As a member and a board member.
Number one
Huntingburg
fairway. We put a big 18-inch storm towel through the swag to hopefully bring the water level up in the big lake.
Y'all need to put a wall up along that tall grass just so my ball bounces back out.
Yeah. So we got that done, and then me and Cesar put the cart path back in today. About 5 days of curing time, and that baby will be ready to go.
Ready to rip.
But yeah, so just seeing it and being around it and everything, I'm ready to go. The other day, it was 70-some degrees. People are out there playing in shorts and T-shirts, and we're in the trench, laying tiles, sweating our bags off. And I'm thinking, man, this would be a hell of a lot better to be here playing golf than it would be rotting in this trench right now.
Well, and speaking of that nice stuff, Smoke, what's your third topic?
Had a look.
Wow. Just like that.
What would your perfect summer be?
See how that ties in?
Nice
Yeah,
segue.
yeah.
Nice
It's a good segue. We're really getting to be professionals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We don't even mean to.
Playing golf.
Yeah.
So my perfect summer, because the weather's being nice and the Harleys and the warmth, and it's got me all teed up for a good time.
Oh, we know.
But I think my perfect summer would be that all 3 boys are playing their summer sport, baseball, whatever. And they all practice on the same day at the same place, but in a fashion that I can catch all 3 of them doing their thing and not have to run back and forth.
Okay.
I don't want to not have them play sports, but I don't want to drive 400 places and miss half of it by driving. So the perfect summer would be the little one starts, then the middle one and the older one all at the same park. They practice 2 days a week, play 1 game a week, all on the same day. The swimming pool up here is open. Oh. And every morning I wake up and I have myself a cup of coffee followed by a screwdriver and a float in the pool. And I'm talking 7:30 in the morning while the sun's coming up.
Oh, my God.
Just thinking about the day to come while the family's still
I
in
didn't
bed.
know that you were going to go minute by minute for your summer.
I am.
Okay.
This whole summer's planned. And then Smoke on the Water is going to be in a slip up there at the Patoka Lake.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we're going to jump on the Harley.
We're going to ride up there. Jen will take the kids in the van. I'm going to ride the Harley up there, and we're going to get a cabin 3 times this summer. And everybody will be there. The Harley will be out them 18-inch ape hangers I got coming. Smoke on the Water is going to be out there floating around, just really trashing up the joint.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have Busch Light flowing.
This is a minute by minute.
I've been spending a lot of time
I
thinking
cannot
about
wait,
this.
dude. I cannot. Other
We're
than
going
the
to
fact,
smoke some briskets and cook some steaks. We're going to have wings. And we're going to have a big shindig with folks, and it's just going to be a good.
other than the
Dutchman
fact of
family.
having to sweat our balls off throughout this whole process, like it doesn't sound. There's nothing other than like catching some live outdoor music fests, checking some stuff out.
I
Like
got that planned too this summer.
so perfect summer for me. Obviously, number one, a lot of family time. My wife has steered her canoe into a different creek, to where it's gonna open up some more time
Hell yeah.
for her, making big sacrifices for our family. But like her work to home balance is hopefully going in the direction that it needs to go. So that's going to open up some stuff for us to be able to camp,
Hell yeah.
fish.
Come for a smoke or pool party.
Yep, swim. Have a little spot out there at Masonry Acres to do some swimming and fishing and stuff.
Hell yeah.
My perfect summer is the same way, guys. I want to go fishing. I want to play golf. I want to drink beer. I want to spend time with my family. I want to spend some time at the ballpark. I want to go to some Bombers games.
Yeah.
I want to go to some Southridge Middle School baseball games.
I wonder if we could rig up a Dutchman night at the Bombers.
You know we could.
We could definitely.
I know people.
They
We know
probably-
people. We know people.
We know people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Rent out that third base skybox.
Yeah. That's what we would do. Hell yeah.
I'm down.
Invite some of our VIP guests.
What's your summer look like?
Well, considering the summer is busy work-wise up there, hospitality business, not a problem though. Really just a lot of golf, time at home, spending time with the kids because this is about this time of the year. Coaching's done by beginning of June. High school program, we make a run to state. Oh, that's a little bit more of June. But just kind of that. I don't have my Harley yet, but I'd be probably riding with these guys, and we'd be showing up, having a couple beers, and then riding to the next.
What do you think would be the order of parking? Like if the
What do you mean?
like the Dutchman, all four of us.
I'm not gonna bash Arlo's bike, but mine's gonna be more like on the lines of the traditional
Old man Harley. I get
Yeah.
it.
So maybe he parks around the building, and then we park by each other, just so.
So Smoke said something today, like, "Hey man, you ought to see about old Uncle Jerry's the Grape Ape down there. See if we can do a little riding over the summer with that baby." And I'm like, I think that ship sailed for me, Dave. Like
You're really breaking his heart right now.
I think no.
See, look at
the
Dave
Harley.
starting to get
No,
teary-eyed.
the Harley ship has not sailed.
Oh,
Just the low riding fat boy with 18-inch apes has sailed. I think I'm really ready to go into
a Honda
The
Goldwing.
the dirt side of things. My man, what's up?
no, not at all.
not at all.
No, I'm going. If I ever enter the Harley world again,
Mace on the whoop de doo. It's just fat guys don't
Like
do
this,
good on
this
gloves.
old, in the words of my best buddy, my uncle Dale McNeely, Mr. Porkchop, my old golly whomper, just a going like a hell,
Just like hell wouldn't have it.
Yeah, my old golly whomper shaking around. No, I'm not riding a dirt bike, Arlo. I'm sorry. I'm going into the dresser world. When I get back into the Harley game, I'm going into the dresser world, and I'm going one that's all dressed up, baby. She's going full out. I'm getting a radio that's so loud
Of course
that
you
you
are.
can hear it from 2 states away. I'm getting a saddlebag to where my wife can put all of her belongings in her bag, and I can put all mine in mine. And
Man, I've been looking. I found these chairs that fold up to like the size of a tumbler. And found those for me and the missus so we can each have our own chair and each saddlebags when we stop along a river or wherever,
any scenic overlook.
Yeah.
It's not about the, it's about the ride and soaking it in.
Yeah.
God, I can't.
You laugh your ass off, Mr. Dirt Bike Rider, but hey, I'm probably going to go with an Ultra.
He giving me shit from a motorcycle
I don't know,
chairs.
those road glides, I always thought those road glides were hideous because the fairings
They're growing on me,
but
though.
they are too. You
That's
seen
what
those
mine is.
road glide with like the 14s or 16-inch apes that just barely clear the fairings?
I've been looking at pictures of my year with 18-inch ape hangers
They
on
look
it.
badass,
The
dude.
handlebars are about 2 inches above the top of the windshield. I found one with a picture with the windshield.
Nice.
I can't.
You're
That's
be
just-
hanging,
That's
buddy.
a lot of chrome back here.
I
Oh, God.
I used to have 16s on mine, and they were right about shoulder length.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Jerry's, the grape ape, they're 18s, and I'm just a little higher than that, and that's almost comfortable for me because I'm a big tall bastard.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
You
got
gotta
forward.
stretch 'em out.
He had forward controls on there too, and I'd always put my heels up on them forward controls. And when you get that thing, and he's got like a cruise control on the throttle,
Yeah,
like
throttle lock,
the
throttle lock.
not a throttle lock, just the ear,
Oh.
like the palm ear.
The palm, yeah.
So
hell
you
yeah.
lay that palm ear back to where you want it, and like you literally just hang up there, man, and that is comfortable.
My bike actually has cruise control.
Mine
like
has cruise
electronic.
control.
Electronic cruise control.
Absolutely.
So is mine.
No shit.
Yeah.
Says mine.
Heated grips.
Says mine. No.
Heated
That's for
grips.
sissies.
Hey, height adjustable suspension. So when you stop at a stop sign, it actually lowers an inch, and then when
And
you
you're
take
giving
off,
me shit about an old man bike?
oh,
Oh,
that was good. That was good comeback.
What about, do you have those grip socks that you put on your grips and put your hands in?
No,
Okay.
no, the hand warmers on the.
You ever seen those for like
So,
snowmobiles?
yeah, I
You ever
never
seen
thought
those?
I'd like the windshield, but I rode home in October last year back to Richmond, and it was like 28 degrees the morning I left. And I
Wow.
don't know if I could have made that 3.5 hour ride without
This
a
thing,
windshield.
this Harley has the lights that when you take a corner, it has the gyroscope, so it'll actually throw. It knows how you're leaning, how fast you're going, and what the angle is, and it'll throw light into the corner.
Yeah, mine's more just a blind faith.
There's nothing across the
My
curve.
motorcycle that I had Samson ground pounders, which I think we talked about this before, but I had mine were 45 turn downs,
Hell yeah.
and the bottom pipe was ground slick flat.
Did you ever do Tail of Dragon?
No, but we did 66 between Leavenworth and Love.
That's a spring thaw ride. We're
Yeah.
taking out of here and taking 66.
Yeah, so we went down there one
From,
time, man, and I was dragging floorboards the whole way through, and I think I had bruises on my kidneys from my wife literally beating the freaking shit out of me the whole time. God damn it, slow down! Eating it up, boy. I tell you what, that was a good time. I can't wait to get another one of these days, guys.
You just need to love up on that wife of yours and tell her it's
Yeah.
a good year for the Dutchman.
Yeah, there you go. Good luck.
Yeah.
Yo, my summer plans are over after that, so we might as well just get into everybody's favorite segment.
Is it time?
Well, I mean, I don't need to rehash my summer plans because it went into motorcycle talk. I'm used to it. It's okay.
What do you mean? What else did you have planned for the summer?
Well, I didn't even get through it. I mean,
Oh, you talked?
thank you, Arlo. I appreciate that, buddy.
You're
He
going on
said-
vacation. We all know that.
He didn't-
You're
no,
going to
he
that
didn't get
shithole
into
down
it.
in
Get
Florida.
into anything. Anyways,
Oh.
this segment, the Merkley and
Sounds
Sons
to me like somebody's a little
choice
butthurt.
Oh,
cuts
he's
questions
sour
of the
about it.
week for the fellas. This is everybody's favorite segment today. We've got some good ones. The Merkley and Sons choice cuts questions of the week for the fellas.
You're going to have to harden that ass up before you start riding very far.
As we welcome you in, this segment's brought to you by Merkley and Sons, the ultimate destination for meat-loving connoisseurs. Say goodbye to subpar meat options and savor the finest cuts in town. With over 65 years of experience, Merkley and Sons takes immense pride in providing top-notch meats to the community. From fresh franks and wieners, ham salad and steaks, to mouth-watering bolognas. Their extensive range of meat offerings is sure to impress. And with their unyielding commitment to quality, you can trust that you're getting the very best. Did you know that Merkley's also partners with groups to provide fundraising ideas? And that they offer freezer packages? And not to mention, they do their own in-house meat smoking? Well, now you do. Visit their retail location to explore the delectable offerings from John Boy and Bradley, or check out your Merkley's ad today and snag some great deals. And if you can't make it to the retail location, don't worry. Simply demand that your favorite local grocers carry Merkley meats, and then tell them the Dutchman sent you.
That's right.
Our friends at More for Less carry Merkley meats.
Damn
That's
right they
where
do.
Picked up the cracker bologna there. So why settle for anything less than the best? Choose Merkley & Sons for all your meat needs and relish in every bite. We get started today. Friend of the program, Justin Broker, had a great question. We've actually got four. We got 4 different people today. Kind of just isolated questions out there, so I just figured I'd package them here a little bit.
Nice.
So Justin Broker's in the leadoff spot here, holding the door for someone, and there are 30 people in line. How many people do you hold that door for before going inside with your family? Is there a socially acceptable number that doesn't make you rude? Arlo.
No. You saw 30 people coming. You either hold the door or you do the, like, here's the door, hand it open, and then go in. That's your only option.
You?
I think it's just like doing CPR. You got to hold that son of a bitch till somebody else holds it. Somebody else gets it for you.
You?
I would hold it and hope that one of the 30 would take over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of passed the baton. I think I'm on Arlo's ship there. If you know there's 30 coming, you got to hold it all. But generally in those kind of situations, somebody would be like, you go ahead. You know your family's already there.
Yeah, like, hey, I saw your family walk in 25 minutes ago. Here, go ahead. I'll get it.
Go ahead. I am known for holding the door for a lot of people.
I'm a big door holder, too.
It's just a nice thing.
You're a kind guy.
I'm a door holder, but you know when I feel bad about it? When they're just, the harder question is how far away do you hold the door? Because
like when you see
know,
him
like
coming.
when you see him coming, like, do I hold the door or not? And then they got to do the rush thing. Like, you're holding the door, better pick up the pace.
No, that's the thing. Shit.
Sorry.
Back there.
Excuse me. Just let me get through here. Yeah, but that's tough. It's situational on that one. We'll just, especially if you know the person, you probably close it, lock it, move on through. Next question. Friend of the program, a classmate of Arlo and I's, Miss Caitlin Haskins.
Oh, Katie.
Gas or firewood? Firewood.
He's having a stroke.
No, gas or firewood fireplace in the home. So a gas fireplace or one that is the old-fashioned
Wood stove.
wood stove.
Yeah.
Not wood stove, but probably a wood fireplace.
Yes.
Interesting.
Are you kidding me?
You can automate it, lay on your couch.
Big technology guy, remember?
Okay, so me and the warden were literally having this conversation this last week because she wants to do one in the middle, in the great room at home, in the big living room.
Where would you put it at in there?
In that corner
Where the chair is.
where the white chair's at, and that where that stupid cabinet closet thing is on that wall.
Kind of next to the TV?
Yes. She wants to do a corner mount
Oh, yeah.
in that deal.
That's right.
And I said gas. And then she entertained the idea of, but wood would be nice, but it's just so dusty and dry. I mean, there are pros and cons with both, but I think at the end of the day, I'm probably going to go gas also.
I would go wood mainly for the only purpose that if in the event, like you can always find wood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
You can always
gas
get
runs
wood.
out or maybe something happens, you hit a
can
line
always
with the
get
tractor
wood.
or something and you don't know that you're out of fuel. But power's out. You don't need power for a gas stove, I know, but a bunch of snow and you can't get your fuel tanks filled.
Right.
You can go cut a tree down.
I, on the hill there on 1025 when we add on,
God's country.
we will, I have told my wife there's one thing I want
Wood stove.
is a nice big lodge-styled stone
Jesus Christ, yeah.
fireplace. I want it because I want to sit there and I want to sip bourbon and scratch the dog's ears, throw another log on the fire, enjoy the evening.
Man.
That's just what I've always wanted.
You don't get
And because Papa Frank, we were talking about some of these, these green energy stoves, like outdoor stoves that you can get, like corn pellets, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we'd always do
ran
that.
on corn pellets for a while.
Yeah. So this one from Kristen Fisher Winters. Hang on here for a little bit because we're going to have to do some thinking. What kind of mind do you have? Are you one that has that voice in your head, or are you that one that sees words or sentences? For instance, some people actually have a more visual mind versus the voice in their head, and some people don't have an inner voice at all. Arlo.
I don't know. I'm really trying to understand it.
I think it's kind of like, how do you think? Do you think and see in pictures and objects, or is it more of a internal conversation?
Probably just conversation. Yeah. I mean, everyone has an internal dialogue. I don't understand the pictures side of thing. Like maybe the
means that he doesn't see pictures.
I totally see pictures. Like
can only
100%.
assume that you only see pictures.
Yeah. Like, seriously, that's it.
My inner dialogue and I argue about the sentences that we see.
Yeah.
I'm the pictures.
I'm a voice guy.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I don't dream. Why would I see objects if I don't freaking dream?
Yeah.
Last set comes from another classmate of Arlo's and I.
Natasha.
Your buddy Schwing, sister. Natasha Hall. We knew her as Natasha Nelson back in the day. Her first question, and makes this questions right up your alley. You're at the local Hispanic fundraiser. Are you going with the pupusas or tamales?
papusa all day long.
Papusas.
Papusas.
Mm-hmm. What is your go-to karaoke song? Arlo.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair.
Good one.
Last one to know.
How come you're not singing, Dave?
Dave,
The last one to show
was the last one you thought.
It's not one of my karaoke songs.
Oh,
okay.
Which one of yours?
Well, go ahead. Well, what's yours?
My go-to when I start
No,
out?
stop. What's yours? We got an order to this operation.
Oh. Law and order every time. That's us.
We're a shit show. Go ahead.
Man, I don't know. Nirvana. Lake of Fire.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Or Smoke, what you got?
I always start out with Amarillo by morning.
Yeah, you do.
By morning. Amarillo on my mind.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. Really. Slowly murdering that.
Amarillo by morning.
Okay, so Amarillo's the warm-up. What happens next?
Depends on the crowd.
San Antonio. 7 Spanish Angels?
No, typically depending on the crowd, it's probably goes either some Conway Twitty or Johnny Cash.
Tight-fitting jeans.
And then from there we'll get into. I mean, how deep?
Conway Twitty! Darling, I'd love to lay you down.
It's actually hello, darling.
Lay
Hello,
you
darling.
down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you.
So
all the
I think
things
you
a
mentioned Johnny
woman
Cash.
likes.
I might be a Ring of Fire guy. Because that's something, because you want a song that, if you're a bad singer, which 3 out of 4 here are, Arlo, though, that rendition's pretty good. You got to
Did
go
he just
something
rope
that
me
other
into
people.
that bad singer?
Yes, you're a bad singer.
I could be a bad singer. You guys never heard me sing.
I know.
Lindemann, I kind of took you like the WAP by Cardi B would probably be your favorite. But
Yes. Caught me. Hey, you want to know when
Macaroni in a pot.
You want to know the last time I sang karaoke? Was down at Ron's place.
Oh!
Our friends at Ron's place. Call back to last episode. They used to do a little jukebox karaoke.
Yeah.
And I think...
Was it Friday night karaoke night down there?
I don't know what it was, but I sang karaoke down there, and I had a ball.
oh yeah,
It was a blast. It was a good time.
We used to sing karaoke here until my daughter wanted her microphone back
Well,
because we always did that thing in the microphone.
that's a tough look. We've talked about it before. Pineapple on pizza, Arlo?
no,
No.
Absolutely not.
I'm okay with it.
Yucky.
I'm okay with it.
Yucky. That's so gross.
As we get in here to final thoughts, we get a few thank yous here. One of them is our Cord O'Brien and our friends at Mingy Beef Jerky. Well, Cord O'Brien's our friend.
I mean, speaking
Mingy
of thank
beef
you,
jerky.
should we?
Yeah, we're going to get it. Arlo's getting ready to get up.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm rushing the gun.
Oh, well.
Jumping the gun.
No, go ahead.
No.
Are we just going to pause then?
No, he's just going to get it. And we're just going to, you go ahead and finish out, and we'll go ahead.
Well,
I don't think. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
We'll just say it. There it is.
So it was, yeah.
Really?
go ahead.
Okay. So last, was that Saturday?
It's when I came home Saturday night.
Yeah. So last Saturday night, David, we were over at my house out there on 1025 land watching the IU Purdue basketball game.
I was driving home from Wayne County.
Which, by the way, the Hoosiers open a can of whoop ass on the Purdue boys.
Yeah, but don't bring up them getting boat raced at home by 22 against the unranked Iowa team.
Yeah. Anyway.
David
had this package in the mail that was delivered completely unprompted by...
I don't know if you'd say unprompted. I've mentioned the Port of Jasper hiring you to sell John boats for like 4 episodes.
I got it. But I mean, other than that, like we didn't reach out to them and say, hey...
We weren't expecting said
we
package.
weren't expecting said
we
package.
weren't.
But we got a package. The Dutchman got a package from the Port of Jasper. And it was sent to the Wondering Dutchmen at Smokers Lounge, CO.
That means in care of.
Big Dick Daddy Dave.
No, it does not.
I guarantee it does. It says Big Dick Daddy Dave right here. Right there on the back. Big Dick Daddy Dave.
Somebody enjoyed the story.
Yeah. But anyway, the guys at...
God,
Oh
good thing
my
I
God.
drink.
It says here, the Wondering Dutchman. Enjoy. We didn't have any tall for Big Mace. Hopefully you can make these work. Keep up the good work, and thanks for the laughs and cheers. Port of Jasper, John Rue.
That's really cool.
Pam Rue.
What?
A.K.A. Sarah.
What?
The mean mugger from the white chair in Smoker's Lounge. Ha, ha, ha. So, hey, big thanks to our friends at the Port of Jasper for hooking us up.
Heck yeah.
Hooking us up with this sweet swag box. We got a
looky there.
sweet
Yeah,
swag
that's cool.
box from the Port of Jasper.
Oh, that's a nice looking hat
We
there.
got hats. We got shirts.
Oh.
We got stickers.
Oh.
We got all kinds of shit. Arlo, you're in good shape too, buddy, because a lot of these are like 2X.
The helmets or the hats?
Well, no, the hats are probably not. They're too small, but we got decals. Look at that. Port of Jasper
yeah.
stickers.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
Most importantly, they got us some things.
Heck
Some
yeah.
koozies. So, hey, to our friends at the Port of Jasper,
yeah.
thanks a lot.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
that's
it.
awesome.
If you
Thank you.
need any part-time sales guys over there that like to do like test runs on John boats or like any kind of like promotional videos
And spending time pooping on the clock.
yeah, or anything that has anything to do with John boats in general, look me up. I'm your guy because I love them. So yeah, big thanks to the Port of Jasper.
Yeah, that's
Good
awesome.
deal. Yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
appreciate it. We love that. We obviously love that they listen, that they're fans. Certainly didn't have to send us anything, but we appreciate that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, that's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
cool.
Let's get into final thoughts.
Yeah. Arlo, what you got, buddy? Sending us off into the weekend.
I don't know. Busy week. Busy week for me. So I need to catch up on some sleep. But
He's tired.
Hey,
I'm tired.
Hey, if I put in as much work as he did the past couple nights, I would be too.
so, yep, it's been an interesting week, but yeah,
And you got to travel for work, right?
yeah, been coming up.
Coming up. Yeah, that's tough. Big Mace, what you got?
So this weekend we got the weekend off. No basketball tournaments or any of that.
You did have a basketball tournament.
No, not this weekend. We're off this weekend. We got one more
You
coming
played
up.
the weekend before.
Yeah.
This
Other
weekend's
than that,
like 5th
man.
through 8th grade.
Yeah, we got skills day for softball Saturday. Other than that, I don't plan on doing shit. I think tomorrow is going to be kind of shitty weather-wise.
Weather-wise, yeah.
But then Saturday and Sunday, I think the weather's supposed to spike around pretty good. I'm going to hopefully spend some time outside. And other than that, man, I'm super stoked. Keep liking the cooler stuff. Get your name on the list for
How many days we got left there?
When this comes out, we'll have just over a week. So
we're gonna have to really push.
So we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, it ends at midnight on the 18th. So that's a Saturday.
There you go. Midnight, March 18th is your last time, the last minute, the stroke of midnight to get your name in for the cooler drawing, and hopefully shortly after that we'll get it taken care of, and we're going to make a big old to do on that deal. So,
and I tell you what, guys, last week, you saw the video in the Pause for the Cause, and it just did not do that cooler any justice.
No. That thing looks cool.
It's
real cool.
Big shout out to Lisa Pinkstaff and
Blonde Brush. Yeah, Liz, our buddy at Blonde Brush, she is a insanely talented
and I think we're going to bring her in here to Smokers Lounge.
Yeah, she's coming in.
She would be the first lady.
She's going to come in. She's going to face the gauntlet. That's for sure.
Well, why is that?
Well, I mean, we're going to run her through the ringer.
Does she know this yet?
No.
Okay.
But she will.
That we're going to interview her?
Yeah. Like, we're going to get down to
we're announcing it now. Like, we're forcing her to.
Yeah. She doesn't have any chance. She doesn't have any say in it.
She's just going to have to do it.
She's just going to have to do it.
Yeah. We'll be talking about it. It's cool. It's cool.
Smoke dog.
It's been a good week, warm weather. It's got my mind on spring. This weekend, last weekend when you hear this, but traveling to see an old buddy from college I haven't seen in quite a while.
I'm happy for you,
We got a karaoke party going to happen.
Yes.
We're going to grill some steaks. We're going to drink some beers up there in Crawfordsville.
Yeah, baby.
There you go. Taking the smoke show on the road.
That's right. So I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't been up there in probably 11 years.
Wow.
So anyway, just kind of a good weekend to try to get something like that squeezed in before we get real busy with three boys playing baseball and four guys making a podcast.
Hell yeah.
A husband and wife working full-time jobs and these crazy-ass dogs and that 5 acres is going to be needing mowed real soon.
He's got beers just waiting to be drank. So my final thoughts, I just got to shout out my wonderful bride. I have not been home very much. Work's been busy. Baseball has probably been more busy. This has been busy. And probably much to her chagrin, I announced, tournament date for Mom's Foundation, and that'll be the next thing that I move on that takes up time. And my wife, she does it so well. She will, kind of wonder a little bit about why, but she always knows that if she asks or needs anything, I'm always there. But those wives that allow their husbands to pursue these things that keep them busy.
They're saints.
Yeah, they are. They are. And so I know I've been gone a lot, and it doesn't get any easier. And it's even worse when you got a little one at home. But she carries the water in the house for us, and she does a great job. And she's gone back to work, so I think that helps her a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay with it. So, I just got to shout her out because I know I've been busy and I've been gone.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Janelle.
Yeah, thanks, Janelle.
So it's all good. But, with that, I think it's time to call the dogs in, piss on the fire, and call it an evening.
Amen, brothers.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Take them home.
Wanderers, see you next week.
Dutchman out.